Caroline. Hold, please. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Gabby. Hi, Samantha. Thanks for being here, guys. To make sure we're recording.
Kate, did you get dressed up for this?
No, I got dressed up to go for coffee from law. Actually, and I was like, you know what? This actually works out perfectly. I had to go in public today, so this is my public face.
I did not go out in public today.
Hey, Tiff. Samantha and Gabby, if you guys want to be on camera, this is a safe place. You don't have to feel weird about it.
Hello.
I mean, usually I don't look even remotely like I live in a home. So, no one's here to judge me. I'm going to move it down so you can see my forehead. However, ladies, if you don't want to, we totally get that too. You guys are both. Samantha, have you joined yet?
Samantha hasn't.
No. Okay. So.
Unofficially.
Unofficially. You're both brand spanking new. Do you guys remember how scary, like, coming on these videos were when you were first, like, brand new? Yeah. Yeah. I used to avoid them.
Like the only video I did.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Look at us.
And it was Halloween, and I was stuffing my face with candy. Yeah.
Mommy juice helps too. So just so you guys know in the future, Caroline, I know you know this cup.
Can't wait to get more of them.
I know. They're like legit my favorite cups, though. They're so good. Okay, so I want to get started right away. Because Zoom will kick us off for you guys who have been on these meetings before. Zoom will literally boot us out of here at 40 minutes. And I want to make sure the people that are here now and the people who are going to watch the recording are going to get the most value out of this. So saying that, I want you, these are new headphones, they're weird. Speaking of getting value out of it, just in case you need to know. Saying that if you guys ever have any questions, like while I'm blabbering on, speak up, okay? Or if you already consultants, those people who are already on the team, if you guys have things to add to what I'm saying or an idea to give, then please feel free to interrupt me and speak up as well, because this isn't just the Kate show, okay? I want you guys to really, this is the Vivacious Visionaries. This is our opportunity tonight. And as you guys know, if you've seen this before, what happens every time I go live? My allergies kick in, so you're gonna see me do that all night because it never fails. I was literally fine all day until like half an hour ago. And I was like, really?
Sleeves are for, Kate.
Pardon?
That's what sleeves are for.
I have like literally.
Just ask my kids.
I run out of Kleenex. I'm literally using PG. Okay. So thank you guys to you, or for all of you for being here, honestly, live. For any of you who are watching the recording, what's up? Thanks for watching too. Either you're here because you're already a consultant, maybe you're brand new and just want some questions answered that you couldn't ask before. Who else just joined? What just happened? My screen moved around. Anyways, or you're here because you have either been on the fence about joining, but you're not quite sure yet, or maybe you're just Snoopy and you just want a behind the scenes look, and that's cool too. We don't judge. So my name is Kate Lewis. I am a Scentsy Star Director, and I am the proud leader of the Vivacious Visionaries. That is my team. It is a tongue twister on purpose because I like Dr. Seuss. Don't judge. I joined back in 2011 while I was on mat leave, actually, with my middle child. And I honestly thought it would be a way for me to just get out of the house, talk to people who were pooping their pants, and maybe if I got like $25 a month, like I was really aiming low, you guys. That was my main goal. I didn't want anything big out of it. And here I am, 6 years later. I've now earned 6 all-inclusive vacations, and I do this full time. So it's really something that can sort of be everything you want it to be. And if that's just a discount, that's cool too. Or if you want it to be your full-time hustle, like we're here for that. So I have asked a couple people to tell their stories. Melanie has volunteered to do hers. Carol Ann, I know that you had sort of said that
Voluntold.
Would you do that too? Yay! Okay, so Mel, I'll have you go first. And then Caroline, if you could follow her, that would be awesome.
Yep.
Okay, Mel, take it away.
All right, so my name's Melanie. I joined Scentsy 6 months ago. What was that?
Sorry, that was my kid with a noisemaker.
So I joined six months ago. So to be honest, it was actually a spur of the moment decision. I think Stephanie asked me a couple times, and I was like, no, like that ain't for me. Like, I'm not doing that. And then just one night I was like, guess what? I just signed up. And she's like, what? So totally blew her out of the water. So basically I was like, hey, like this could potentially help pay for my kids' dance, because Kate knows the dance life. It ain't cheap. And then, you know, like I just wanted free stuff. Like I actually didn't expect to get anything or make a career out of it. So like my biggest fear was the fact, like, I don't have friends. I don't go out. I don't talk to people. Like, how the heck can I sell a product if, you know, I don't have people? And that, I completely blew that out of the water. Like, honestly, the product basically sells itself, for one. And then for two, like, the amount of people that I've been able to, like, make conversations, like, it's actually a conversation breaker now for me. Like, I can actually, like, I bring catalogs everywhere I go. If I'm at Starbucks, I'm, like, in the drive-thru talking to them about Scentsy. So, like, I don't know. It's a lot easier than I thought. It's, I don't know. I guess I'm just, I was really scared when I started. So, and, you know, I kept letting myself believe that I wasn't going to be able to do it because I wasn't a salesperson. And now, I'm 6 months in. I've promoted 3 times. I've earned the incentive cruise, and like I've got consistent sales. What? Italy, here I come. I never thought in my life that I would ever get to go to Italy. So the fact that I earned that in 6 months is like insane.
Hi, Catherine. Yeah.
Somebody else.
Melanie, thank you for sharing that. So I think Melody's initial fears are sort of what we almost all grow through, right? And it's really all just comes down to, like, what if I suck? That's usually the case. It's whether I suck because
Somebody's got something playing and I can't hear you.
Oh, what's that?
Somebody has something playing and I can't hear you.
Yeah, there's background noise. That's okay. Whether it's like I suck because I don't have enough time or I suck because I don't know enough people, it usually just comes down to whether or not you're going to be a success. So that's usually where fear stops you. Melody is proof in the pudding that to not let that fear get in the way. So thanks for sharing that, Melody. Caroline, if you would be so kind to share your story.
Absolutely. So my story kind of starts the way most people's do, which is I did not want to sell Scentsy. Honestly, I didn't. I was quite happy to buy from Kate. And so I brought it home and I got my sisters addicted to it. And my younger sister thought, hey, this is cool. I'm going to join. And I went, cool, I'll give you my money. And then my older sister decided she was going to join. And I went, what the heck? Now I get to split my money between the two of you. And eventually I went, why the heck am I giving both of you my money when I could be giving it to myself? And so I thought, what the hell, I'm going to join. And so I joined so that I could get cheaper product. Plain and simple. I didn't want to build a team. I didn't want to make money. I just wanted cheaper Scentsy. Plain and simple. And I'm just being totally honest. And then I started, watching other people succeed and, spending more time at home and less time at work. And I went, well, I want that. And then I saw people earning incentive trips. And I went, well, I want that. And it really kind of lights a fire under your arse. And quite honestly, for anybody that's sitting on the fence and going, well, there's 4 or 5 other consultants in my general area. I have 3 in my immediate family. And we are all successful. So excuse buster number 1 right there. Give yourself more credit. Because even if your best friend is a Scentsy consultant, you can still be successful. My why, like many others, again, has kind of changed and grown over the years. I joined in October of 2014. And so now my why has become, I still like getting cheaper Scentsy, don't get me wrong. But now my why is, this is one of my whys right here. This is my Lily. But I want to, thank you. I want to be able to give my kids, my 4 amazing kids, experiences that I didn't get. I want to be able to take them places that I didn't get to go and give them things that I couldn't have imagined before. And I know that it takes working my butt off, and there's kids that watch my my language. Anybody that knows me knows that's not very easy because I have no filter, but it's become important, you know, for my kids to be able to say, hey, you know, mommy took us to Disney, and, you know, mommy was able to take us to the zoo whenever we wanted to go because we had memberships. And it's all about experiences. And I want my kids to have those experiences, and I want to be able to have the time to spend with them. Because as everybody in my family, and I'm sure other families know, you never know how much time you have. And that's what's important.
Oh, that was so good. Thanks, Carol. I think she totally just encompassed so many things all at once there. And it really does come down to, I think money is like such a taboo subject for a lot of people. Oh, well, I'm not in it to earn extra money. It's okay if you want to earn extra money, because extra money allows you to do the freedom that, or it allows you to have the freedom that you need in your life to have those kind of experiences, right? Like, and let's be real, guys, who thinks about money more? The rich or the poor? The poor, right? If you have money, you don't have to worry about it. It means you're not thinking about it. You mean you're not constantly stressed about it. So since he has allowed that in my life, and I was literally, and I made a kind of a joke about it on the team page the other day, I was literally one of those people who chose what bill to pay each month because I couldn't afford all my bills. I was living above my means, and I wasn't living crazily. So don't get on a hand here. But so since he's given me that freedom of lifestyle that I would never have had before, like taking the kids to Disney and our family cruise coming up later this year, that's not something that was possible without my Scentsy income. So thank you for sharing that, Carol Ann. Does anyone else want to share before I move on to the next part? Catherine, do you want to share Tiffany? Tiffany's another cruise earner. So, and she's one of the brand new BNs too. So she just joined us in 2017 and earned a cruise. So if you guys are sitting on the fence, or if you're brand new, Gabby, Samantha, and you think that like earning these incentive trips are literally for the people who joined 14 years ago, you're dead wrong. Actually, Carol and Catherine will actually tell you that the newer you are, the simpler it is. Not easy. It's not handing on a silver platter, but the simpler it is to earn these, because you get points for all of those fast start incentives that Scentsy just gives you. So if you earn awards, you get extra points towards the incentive trip, which is a huge, huge bonus. So it's a little bit harder for people like us who are not within our first 70 days still. So let me just put that as a disclaimer. So I didn't see anyone put their hand up and like volunteer to tell a story, so I'm just gonna move on. I don't want to put anyone in a weird spot. So thank you guys for sharing. My next section, I don't want this to be all scripted, guys, and I want to make sure it moves along in succession. I have a chat here. Oh, okay, girl. I'm sort of read that. I'll read it in a second. You might have to go. Is that what you're saying? Maybe? No, oh, I'll have to read it then. Like I said before, if you guys have anything to add to what I'm saying, please feel free to pop in. Okay, don't worry about interrupting me. I'm gonna go with fears and concerns next. Okay, I sort of just am doing the most general ones, the ones that we hear the most often as consultants when we tell people about the opportunity. The first one, how many people hear this every single day? There's too many people. There's too many people who sell Scentsy. It's too saturated in my area. I could never sell it and be successful. Yep, me too. Carol,
every day.
She just proved that that's BS, first of all. There's 3 Lane sisters right in our group. So if 3 sisters could do it, they're sure as hell you and your best friend can do it. That's what Carol just said.
My husband's cousin is my front line as well, so.
Right, so, yeah, exactly. It's so true. It's all in the family. Now, I want to put it in this perspective for you guys. There is a Timmy's on every single Canadian, right? Thank goodness. But it's true, right? There's a Timmy's on every single corner. There's a gas station on every single corner. And guess what? Every single one of them have lineups out to the street every single morning. And that's just because there is just never enough of a need that people want. There's never too much of something that people want. If that Timmy's is too full, they'll just go to the next one. Or they'll go to this one because this one offers super awesome service and they remember my name and what I order every morning. Like, there is just never too much of a good thing, you guys. And Scentsy is only, what, like 7 years old in Canada? something like that. 8 years old, 9. We just celebrated our birthday in like last July. I forgot. But we're brand spanking new as far as direct sales go, guys. We have so much room for growth. Plus, as these Lane sisters and the cousin and like the dog sitter's wife are proving, everybody has their own unique network. Like there'll be a couple people who might cross, right, within your networks that they sort of overlap, but literally every single person has their own unique network. And as individuals, we need to be constantly working to build a customer base anyways, right? That is something that all of us who are here right now, all of us talk about constantly, is how to expand our customer base. So it's something that is an ongoing conversation and something that if you're willing to do, you can absolutely work towards.
Well, didn't they mention at World Tour? Oh, you weren't there because you had her dance. But it said in the Toronto, Durham, PTA region, there is actually one consultant for every 1,000 customers.
Yeah, I'm listening.
That's what the statistics are showing.
Yeah, like that's ridiculous. Like I don't want 1,000 customers. I cannot keep up with 1,000 customers. So you guys better get your butts on this team to help us out, okay? Because we can't serve that many people. And besides, guys, when you see like 4 friends on your Facebook that are selling Scentsy, most of them are doing it literally as a hobby. Like what Carolyn said, they're mostly doing it for their own personal discount or just selling to their close friends and family, which means that this entire network that are around them, like their community, aren't being served. So they need you. These headphones are so annoying. Okay. The next fear I hear is that there's not enough time. And that, guys, is valid. That is a valid concern. We all know that there are varying degrees of busyness, of course, but we're all busy, aren't we? Like, does anybody not feel busy? I don't know one person who's like, oh, I'm never busy. I have a super relaxed lifestyle.
Dude, I have 4 kids.
What's that?
I have 4 kids.
Yeah, exactly. What if I have it backwards? No, that's worse. Oh.
I think I'm there.
Here's the thing with Scentsy, and here's sort of the blessing behind it too, is you work when you want, right? Your schedule is as flexible as you need it to be. And I find, personally, that the busier the consultant is, like in their own personal lifestyle, the more successful they are anyways, because it means that they're running into more people every single day. It means that they are talking to more people, and they have just a wider varying of, or a wider degree of context to even speak to. I get to be a stay-at-home mom because the Scentsy lifestyle allowed me that. I'm going to tell you guys, it's hard to find new contacts when you don't feel like putting on a bra, okay? So if you have a reason to get, for real. So if you have a reason to get up and get out and go talk to people because you're forced to because of your lifestyle, it's going to be a little bit actually easier for you because all you need is like a catalog. I was going to show you a catalog, but it's a product training guide, and some testers, and you can sell some Scentsy. So if you work efficiently, if you work smarter, not harder, you can absolutely work Scentsy around to the busiest of lifestyles. Does anyone else have anything to add to that before I move on? No, you're good. Another one I hear is I'm not a salesperson. I have a concern that I'm not going to make any sales because I'm not a salesperson. I wouldn't be good at selling to people.
I'm pretty sure I made that excuse.
Yeah. Visionaries, what do we say to people who are not good at sales or who are not salespeople? What do we say to that?
It sells itself.
Yeah. Do we say like, thank God? We don't want sleazy, gross salespeople on our team. So what we work together with the visionaries all the time is marketing to people without being gross, right? Without being spammy. We're trying to change the way that direct sales is sort of viewed in this world. So we're not spamming the people on our Facebook walls like maybe we used to. I certainly was guilty of that when I was new because I didn't know any better. We're not lazy salespeople. We're not pushing products in people's faces who don't want to see them. We're literally sharing products that we personally use around our homes, and we're talking about why we love them. Whether that's through social media, online parties, if you're doing home parties, cool. It could be a whole presentation, or it could be a laid back like bottle of wine and some chips, or just sort of on the go collecting orders individually. We're literally just sharing products and helping people enhance their homes through fragrance. We're not being like, hey, you want my warmer? Like we're not doing that, because that's,
Does that work? Can I try that?
if you could and report back.
I don't think it'll go so well.
No. So you don't need to be a salesperson, okay? Like Carolyn said, literally it sells itself. A couple people, I think actually Samantha and Getty both said that they're worried about running out of customers. Like I said earlier, it is an ongoing thing, you guys. If you try to sustain your business with the people who originally supported it, like maybe your 5 friends who came to your launch party, you're going to run out pretty quickly, and they're going to get really sick of you pretty quickly. They're like, no, Kate, I don't need more wax. You just asked me yesterday. You need to be constantly expanding your network. Now, there is an entire array of things you could do to do that, and I'm not going to get into it tonight because time. But if you go to YouTube, if you just search expanding your network on our team page, if you go to the workstation, there's tons of free training right on there. We literally discuss this all the time because, again, it is probably like the most important aspect of a Scentsy business. Would you guys agree?
Yep.
And if you don't have an expanding network, then you're going to run out of customers, you're going to run out of potential hosts if you're doing parties, and you're going to run out of potential teammates if you're working to build a team. So really expanding your network is at the core of a healthy Scentsy business, I'll say that. So like I said, there's tons of ways to do that. You could do like whole parties, you could do events, fairs, shows, like, you know, when you set up a table at a craft fair. There's tons of ways, guys. At referrals, I get probably most of my new customers through legit just referrals because I spoil the people who refer me.
Referral bonuses are huge.
Yeah, and you don't have to give away the farm, right? Like I legit give away a bar. Yeah, exactly. I give away a free bar if you refer a new customer to me. People are like drooling over free bars. They're like, give them to me. Here, have all my friends. Like they don't mind, guys, because they know, one, I'm going to take care of them. And 2, they're referring to a good quality product that person's not going to be embarrassed to refer to, right? So that's kind of cool. Here's another fear. Oh, I won't make any sales. I think maybe that's what you guys were talking about, which is sort of leads. We already talked about that, didn't we? Now, I tried to find out what Scentsy's annual sales are or were in 2017, but I couldn't find the actual number. I don't know if it's even been released yet. So what I thought I would do is, oh, hi, Bonnie. I am telling you what our team does, and that actually sort of makes it more personal, right? So our team averages about $52,000 to $55,000 dollars in sales per month. That is around 200 people. So really, people are making sales. People are selling product within Canada and the United States to people. So if we can do it, there is absolutely no reason that you guys couldn't do it, okay? So it's not like people are just like blocking Scentsy. Like, no, Scentsy hating. They still want Scentsy. And there's customers who are orphaned by consultants all the time, by consultants who have decided that they don't want to do it anymore. There's customers who need wax out there, you guys. There's customers, believe it or not, who have still never heard of Scentsy. Still, I just did a Scentsy fundraiser at my dance studio a couple months ago, and one of my dance moms was like, oh, this stuff is cute. I've never heard of this before. Like, to me, I'm like, have you been living under a rock? But there's seriously people who have just don't pay any attention to the direct sales world, guys. There's so many customers who need you out there to put wax in their face, okay? Now, another one I hear all the time, this is completely valid, is you can't afford the kit, right? I want to, but I can't afford to. Well, duh. Right now it's half price. So right now it's only $64 to join. Of course, it's probably why you're here. It's probably why you're watching the recording. Now, if you do happen to watch the recording when it's still $129, Scentsy actually makes the whole awards system set up perfectly to get your return on investment back as soon as possible. So we're going to talk about that in a minute, so stick around. Now, does anyone else have any like concerns or fears that we should talk about before we move on? We have little voices. No one else? Okay. I think I got all the huge major ones, but I did let the team know. So if you're watching the recording and you do have a question or concern, either let the person know who invited you here, and they can add you to our team page, and we can sort of continue this discussion. Or even if you're here now and you guys want to just carry this on so you can sort of know how to talk about and how to handle objections and fears, then I'd be happy to do that. So part 3 I called why Scentsy? Huh? And why this team? Okay, because you have the option to start a side hustle in almost every industry possible, right? So what makes Scentsy special? Why should you bother spending your hard-earned money on a $64 kit right now? One, it's consumable, and no, that doesn't mean you eat the wax, okay? It means that people are using the product and they're running out of the product and they need reorders. So they need to come back to you. So we're not selling things that are just a one-off and then you can hopefully dangle some new catalogs in their face 6 months later. They are literally using it constantly and they need to reorder soon. Okay, so I would never, ever, ever sell a product that wasn't consumable, just being real. It makes our jobs easier. So when we follow up and we're like, hey, how's it going? How do you like that new scent? They're like, oh my God, I loved it. I already used the whole bar and I need another one like 3 days later. So it works. By Scentsy, our target market, you guys, isn't niche-y, okay? It's not just women. It's not just men. It's not just kids. It's not just seniors. It's literally anyone with a nose, okay? If they have a nose and they can smell, they will love Scentsy. It's literally from little tiny babies. We have products literally for babies, right to seniors and nursing homes because we don't have a flame. We're family safe and are accepted everywhere, including dormitories. Okay, so target market, everybody. I don't know any other company actually that the target market is everybody off the top of my head, and I'm not even trying to be snarky. Do you guys know? It's usually like sort of niche-y, right? Anyways, part 3, the flexibility. Obviously, Scentsy's products are so easy to share that no matter where you are, you can usually snap a picture of something, take a selfie with something, talk about what you're using, whether it's in your car, in your kitchen, in your home, in the bath, like in the shower, literally wherever you are. You can share how Scentsy is affecting that area of your life and enhancing it. Okay, so the flexibility of being able to do that is outstanding. There's no before and after pictures, like embarrassing things that you have to share of yourself or your customers. There's no, like, you don't have to look made up in order to take selfies every single day because you're selling something that is supposed to enhance your look. Like, oh, I would be so scared to sell something like that. I'd be like, do I have to put on makeup 2 days in a row? Like, what are you thinking? So the flexibility of that to me is huge, and it allows me to be a kooky weirdo face. Okay, free travel, of course, guys. We sort of mentioned that already at the beginning, but it is a huge perk of Scentsy's. They usually do one big incentive trip a year. They've just decided, didn't they just like drop that ball on us, you guys, like 3 weeks ago? They're like, and you get a new trip right away as soon as the last one. I know, as soon as the last one ended. So that was a huge deal. So, and like I mentioned before, it is not just for the elite. It is literally want it and you're willing to work for it, you can go after it. And if you fail, visionaries, who wants to tell me what happens even if you fail? Even if you go after the trip and you don't quite make it, what happens?
Business.
Yes. Thank you, Catherine. You build your business. You end up a stronger business owner. You end up a stronger person. You end up learning how to go out of your comfort zone and to take chances on yourself. And really, what is the worst that's going to happen? Nothing. You're going to literally grow personally just by that happening. Like, if you don't earn the trip, we don't just like kick you off the team. Like, nothing happens. You're not like poked with like fire. You grow your business and then you try again next time. And while you're growing your business, guys, you're making money.
Go.
Well, okay, so it's not just the like warm and fuzzies of personal growth. You're making income along the way. Scentsy literally gives us these trips for building our business and doing the things that we're supposed to be doing anyways to get higher paychecks, okay? So the free travel is a very, very, very big part of why I love this business, and it is an extra perk that I will gladly take. I've earned things from like Greece to Mexico to Costa Rica to the newest one, which is the Mediterranean cruise. Like, it's crazy. And right now we are all reaching for the beach. So actually everyone who is on here right now is reaching for the beach, which is super exciting. I love that. Yeah. So, well, Tiffany is, but she can't put her hand up right now. So Gabby, are you reaching for the beach with us? Do you have your mic on? Can't tell. Is she? Do you know Melanie? Is she?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought Gabby was under you. Samantha. Sorry, guys.
No, she is, but I don't know if she's on.
Get on that. Okay, so we need to move this along. I'm going to stay with free. I need to upgrade, though. Okay.
Give me a couple days. Give her a couple days for it to sit in.
I know. It's all new. Personal growth. I talked about, I kind of wrote down, so I'm sort of going to read for a second. The funny thing happens when you choose to align yourself with positive people who clap when you win. I want you to hear that. And who give you the safety net to go out of your comfort zone. Grow as a person and start living your best life. I didn't want to read from like a script, guys, but honestly, I couldn't have said that any better than when I wrote it.
Well, your business.
Her mic is off because of the baby.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Tiffany. So really, it is an extra perk that I didn't think was going to happen. I would never have done this 6 years ago. You would have asked me to go live in front of anybody, even if it was my mother. I would have laughed in your face, like in your face. It's really helped me grow my confidence and helped me just in so many other ways. My outlook in life is more positive since I've joined Scentsy. That sounds so like rainbow-looking unicorns, but it's true, you guys. And it's just because we do make the choice to live positively.
I'm still listening. I'm just tucking babies in.
Okay, yeah, I totally get it. That's why I made it this late, because I was kind of hoping to, well, my kids are in bed.
Yeah, they should have been in bed by now.
Yeah.
So I'm muting, but I'm still listening.
Okay, honey. And community, you guys, the Vivacious community, we're encouraging, right? We're excuse busting. You guys know that.
Walking, I have clothes on.
PG and say we do the crappy crap. That's not usually how we say it. There's a hashtag. And we have an inclusivity about us, right? You guys literally put on your World Tour t-shirts, you can sit with us. We're like the opposite of Mean Girls, okay? So if you want just like a friendly community of people who aren't a-holes, that's what we are, okay? And if you're an a-hole, you're going to find out pretty soon that you don't belong. Sorry, not sorry. So these people have like literally become my family. The people that you see on screen right now, the people who are not on screen are part of the Vivacious.
Doesn't want to.
They are literally my second family, and I would ride or die for them. So no meanness, or I kick you out. Now, part 4 is, I called it literally, but what if? Because I hear this all the time. So there's fears and concerns, and then there's this sort of secondary part where I hear all the time. So like, what if it doesn't work out, right? What if I take the lead?
I'm listening.
Or I don't end up sales in or anything like that. Guys, no worries. If you join and then like 3 seconds later, you're like, meh, you know what? I don't want to. You get to just keep all the awesome crap that's in your starter kit. You have a new warmer now. You have some other products. You have a tester in every set that you can just melt away if you want. There's literally no hard feelings, no penalties, no fees, no nothing like that you have to worry about. What if I don't get sales this month in any month? That's okay. You actually have 3 months to do that. So it's just $265 1 month out of every 3. So if you have sales in February, if you have $265 in February, you could go March and April with nothing. As long as you have that again in May, you're good to go. Of course, we encourage everybody to get sales every month because we want everybody to get a paycheck every month if you want to hit goals. But if life happens, we get it. Trust me, these visionaries have been through everything, especially right now. So if life happens, it's okay. We got you. What if my friends and family or my significant other think I'm crazy for wanting to do this? What I say to that is prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. Do it anyways. And be a smashing success. Go and like knock the socks off people.
Crazy like a fox.
Crazy like a fox. What if I have no idea how to do this? That's a big one, right? Like, what if I want to? And all of these things that you've said sound good, but I seriously have no idea what to do. Yeah, it's what we're here for. It's what the free training is for. Literally, you can have things like this, product training guide. Like if you literally have never had a Scentsy product before, it's going to help you out. This little sucker, you get in your starter kit. It is literally the Scentsy Bible. It's going to teach you how to do every single thing. And then there is constant training from corporate. There's constant training from peers, other consultants, YouTube, our team page. You don't have to know how to do crap, okay? It is what we're here for. You can start out literally never hearing of Scentsy, and then joining the next day, and we're going to make sure that you're taken care of. What if I'm trying, but it's not working? Who's been there? Who's done things and it just wasn't working? Yeah, 100%. That's okay too. Yeah. It's okay. We got you. Again, guys, that's what we're here for. That's the support of the team. We're going to help you. And if that's redirecting you to being like, okay, that's a good effort. How about try this? Sometimes that works. Sometimes just doing things on a little bit of a different level works. Sometimes just keeping at it works. And we're going to tell you what we think that you need to do, whether it's redirecting or just trying harder or trying again. What if I just want my own discount? So you talk about all these trips and these full-time hustles and whatever. Take a deep breath. What if I just want a discount on my own stuff? That's cool. We're going to teach you how to do that too. So all you need to do is at $265 once every 3 months. You're going to enter it as a party, and you're going to get your own stuff for 3.5 as well as that 20% rebate. Okay? Now, I'm going to end this meeting with another what if, and it's a pretty big what if. What if you don't? What if you don't give it a try? I'm going to challenge you for that. What if you let your fears hold you back from all the opportunities that we've talked about right now? What if you miss out on all of these things? How would you feel after that? How would it maybe affect your life knowing you missed out on all these things? Like, for real, I personally would rather say, well, at least I tried. And what was the harm? Than saying, oh, well, what if? Right? I didn't even mean that. That was like poetic. It just came from my mind. But seriously, I would rather have said, oh, well, than I should have, or I could have, or what if I tried? What do you have to lose by not giving this a try? Is it extra opportunity for you and your family? Is it extra income from you and your family? Is it free travel because you can't afford to do that right now, or that isn't in the realm of your existence at this moment in your life? What would a free trip to Italy mean to you? I'm not saying that that's what they're going to do next. I'm saying, like Melanie had mentioned, that she never dreamed in her whole life that she would ever visit Europe. We're going to Italy.
It was my biggest trip that I ever wanted to take, and I never thought I was ever going to be able to afford it.
Yeah, because it's freaking expensive. That's valid.
Look at where I'm going.
Yeah, so Melanie, what if you had never taken the chance on Scentsy because you let those fears?
I certainly would not be going on a cruise.
Yeah. Catherine, do you want to share a what if you didn't moment?
Well, I definitely wouldn't have the video on right now or the speaker.
Catherine's the resident smartass, you guys, in case you didn't know.
But it's true, though. I wouldn't go live. I wouldn't talk in front of groups. I wouldn't be able to talk like this.
Yeah.
So more than anything, that's my biggest gain, because I haven't earned an incentive trip yet.
Yeah.
And, I don't have $500-600 paychecks yet. I've had some really good ones. I've had some really crappy ones. And last month I had none because I didn't do the work.
Right.
But that's on me.
Right. Yeah.
But I've grown, and I'm talking in front of people who can see my face. So there's that.
Yeah, that's huge, you guys. Like, there are a couple people who can't be on camera right now because life. But there's a couple people who choose not to, and that's okay, you guys. We don't judge. But there's a couple people who choose not to because it is effing scary, right? So what Catherine said is totally valid too. Like, she would not be going out of her comfort zone if it weren't for Scentsy sort of helping her build her confidence over these last, is it 5 years, Catherine?
4 years this summer.
4 years this summer. I feel like you've been around like literally my entire journey. That's why. So guys, I wanted to leave you with that. Like, just consider what would you be losing out on if you didn't choose to join, because honestly the risk of actually taking the chance is pretty much nil. Okay, and we're going to make sure that you get that ROI really, really soon, and we're going to talk about that. We ran out of time, but we'll talk about it on the team page for anyone who's interested in learning exactly how to make that money back as fast as possible. Thank you guys for being here, and thank you to whoever's watching the recording. I know there's tons of people who couldn't be here live. I really, really appreciate it, and we will do this more often if you guys find value in this, so we'll talk about that back on the Vivacious page. Okay, I love you guys. Have a great night. Bye.